Look around carefully. Millions of students are learning coding right now. Thousands are completing certifications every single day. People are collecting AI courses, cloud badges, LinkedIn certificates, and bootcamp diplomas faster than ever before. Yet something strange is happening. At the same time, companies across the world are saying we cannot find skilled people. Now think about that contradiction deeply. If millions are learning technical skills, then why are companies still struggling to hire? Why are graduates still unemployed? Why are resumes getting rejected? Why are developers getting replaced? Why are entry level jobs are disappearing? And why are companies increasingly choosing smaller teams with stronger engineers instead of hiring large number of average candidates? Because the market has changed completely and most people still don't understand the new rules. In 2026, a technical profile is no longer about having a degree, it is no longer about having certificates, it's not about watching tutorials for 12 hours daily, and it is definitely not about writing passionate learner on LinkedIn today. Companies are hiring based on one brutal question: can this person solve real problems in real environments or not? That's it. And in this video, I'm going to break down the complete reality of building a world class technical profile in 2026. Not motivational nonsense, not fake learn coding in 30 days advice, not generic YouTube information. We are going deep into how companies actually hire, what allied technical professionals do differently, why average profiles get ignored, how AI is changing technical careers, which skills are exploding in value, which skills are dying, how recruiters think, how GitHubs actually matters, why communication is now more important than ever, and how you can build a technical profile that survives the next decade. This video may completely change how you think about careers, skills, and the future of work. So, watch carefully because the people who understand this early will dominate the next 10 years. Let's start with the biggest lie in modern education. Most students still believe if I study hard, get a degree, complete some certifications, I will automatically become employable. That system worked 15 years ago, not anymore. Today, companies don't care about effort, they care about outcomes. And this shift happened because the internet completely changed how talent is evaluated. Earlier, your college reputation mattered heavily. Now, your proof of work matters more. Earlier, information was rare. Now, information is free. Earlier, companies hired based on qualifications. Now, they hire based on demonstrated capability. And this is exactly why some self taught developers are earning globally while many graduates struggle for opportunities. Because companies are no longer asking, what did you study? They are asking, how can you build? This is the new economy, and the AI is accelerated this. This is the new economy, and AI accelerated this shift massively because when AI can already generate average code, average developers become less valuable. Think about that carefully. AI is not replacing elite engineers, AI is replacing repetitive technical work, which means the future belongs to people who can think deeply, architect systems, solve complex problems, communicate clearly, understand business, and adopt rapidly. That's where the market is heading. And most people are completely unprepared for it. Most people think a technical profile means resume, skill section, certificates, CGPA, LinkedIn headline. No. A strong technical profile is actually your market reputation as a problem solver. That's the real definition. When a recruiter, founder, company, or client sees your profile, they should instantly feel this person can create value. Now, how do companies measure that? This is where the things become extremely important because recruiters today are quietly evaluating candidates across multiple invisible layers, not just technical knowledge. They are evaluating depth, adaptability, communication, execution, ownership, and learning velocity. And most candidates fail before interviews because their profile signals weakens immediately. For example, if your GitHub contains copied projects, unfinished repos, tutorial clones, poor documentation, inconsistent activity, experienced recruiter notice instantly. If your LinkedIn is empty, you appear invisible. If your projects don't solve real problems, you appear inexperienced. If your communication is weak, companies assume collaboration problems. This is the brutal reality. A technical profile is not just technical anymore, it's psychologically positioning. Companies are asking, can this person think independently? Can they solve pressure situations? Can they learn fast? Can they communicate? Can they grow into leadership? Will AI easily replace them? And the last question is becoming critical in 2026. This is the part most paid courses will never tell you. The value of average technical skills is collapsing rapidly. Basic front-end development, increasingly automated. Basic CRUD applications, AI assisted. Simple debugging, AI assisted. Boilerplate coding, AI generated. And because of this, the market is splitting into two categories. First category, the people who only know surface level tools. And the second category, people who deeply understand systems. The second group will dominate because companies don't just need code anymore, they need architecture, scalability, optimization, security, automation, infrastructure thinking, AI integration, product engineering. This is why fundamentals are becoming more important, not less. Ironically, while social media says DSA is useless, top companies still value problem solving heavily because they are not testing syntax, they are testing thinking. Data structures and algorithms are not just interview topics, they train your brain to optimize, reason, structure logic, and handle complexity. And complexity is where elite engineers are created. This is also why many people feel stuck after tutorials because tutorials teach how to make something work. But real engineering is how to make something scalable, maintainable, secure, optimized, and production ready. Completely different. Now, let's talk about real hiring reality. This section alone can save people years of confusion. Most candidates believe hiring is based mainly on technical interviews. Wrong. Hiring begins long before interviews. Companies first evaluate signals, and signals matter massively. Strong signals include strong GitHub, real projects, deployed systems, technical writing, open source contributions, internship proof, technical networking, and visible consistency. Weak signal include empty profiles, fake certifications, copied projects, no deployment, zero communication presence. Now, here's something very important. Large companies increasingly prefer candidates who can create leverage, meaning one strong engineer who can automate workflows, integrate AI systems, optimize infrastructure, and communicate efficiently is now more valuable than several average developers. This is the direction hiring is moving towards, especially after the AI productivity boom, because companies are becoming efficiency focused, not headcount focused. This is why your technical profile must evolve beyond coding. You must understand systems, products, users, business impact. The strong engineers think like businesses problem solvers, not code writers. And this changes everything. Now, let's discuss GitHub honestly because many students completely misuse it. GitHub is not a storage platform anymore, it is your public engineering identity, and recruiters know how to analyze it. They look at consistency, repository quality, architecture, README quality, commit patterns, project realism, technical maturity. Now, here's the harsh truth. One strong project is better than 50 weak repositories. A serious project should demonstrate backend logic, database integration, authentication, scalable thinking, deployment, clean structure, documentation, and real world practicality, not just UI. This is where most beginners fail. They build visually attractive but technically shallow projects. But companies care more about engineering depth. For example, an AI based attendance analytics system for institutions is significantly stronger than another Netflix clone because now you demonstrate data handling, analytics, business understanding, architecture, practical application that signals value, and value gets higher. Now, let's talk about the skill that silently separates senior professionals from average developers: communication. Most technically skilled people underestimate this badly. But companies don't scale through coding alone, they scale through collaborations. And engineers who can explain complex ideas simply become extremely valuable because leadership requires communication, architecture discussions require communication, client handling requires communication, product discussions require communication, technical requires teaching requires communication, documentation requires communication. And in the AI era, communication is becoming even more valuable. Why? Because technical execution is getting easier through AI tools, but clear thinking and communication remains rare. This is why engineers who can write, explain, teach, present, and build publicly are growing faster globally. That's also why technical content creators, educators, developers, advocates, AI consultants, and technical founders are exploding right now because technical communication creates visibility and visibility creates opportunity. The next decade will massively reward hybrid professionals, meaning people who combine multiple dimensions together, not just pure coding. The future belongs to professionals who combine technical depth, AI leverage, business understandings, system thinking, communication, adaptability. That combination is unstoppable. And this is why blindly learning random technologies is very dangerous. You need strategic positioning. For example, if someone learns basic front end development, the market becomes saturated. If you combine front end, AI integration, performance optimization, cloud development, analytics understanding, you become significantly more valuable. This is called skill stacking, and elite professionals use it intentionally. The future will reward leverage, automation, speed, adaptability, and problem solving. Not memorizations, not certificates, not outdated educational models. So, after everything we discussed, what should you actually do? First, stop consuming endlessly. The internet has created tutorial addiction. People feel productive while watching videos, but they never build. That is career suicide in modern tech. Start building immediately, even if your projects are imperfect, because engineering growth happens through debugging, failure, confusion, optimization, and iteration, not passive learning. Second, master fundamentals deeply. Don't become tool dependent. Frameworks will change, AI tools will evolve, but strong thinking survives. Third, specialize strategically. Do not become a shallow, I know everything kind of candidate. Depth creates authority. Fourth, build visible proof. Your work must exist publicly. GitHub, portfolio, LinkedIn, technical articles, and deployed systems. Fifth, learn communication because the people who explains well will grow faster professionally. And finally, understand this deeply, the future will not belong to people who simply knows technology. The future belongs to people who can use technology to solve meaningful problems that scale. That is real game. And the earlier you understand it, the further ahead you will be. If this video changed the way you think about technical careers, then don't just leave after watching. Go to the comments right now and answer this honestly. What technical skills are you focusing on in 2026? AI, cybersecurity, cloud, software engineering, data, automation. I want to see where the future builders are moving. And if you want more deep reality based videos about career, AI, technology, skills, and the future of work, then subscribe now because This channel is not about motivation, it is about preparing you for the real world before the real world hits you. And trust me, most people are not ready for what's coming next.